Good evening. I'm delighted and very privileged to be announcing the winner of the Capsticks Award for Innovation in HR. There were so many incredible entries this year. They certainly made the judges' decision making very difficult. The shortlisted entries were South Central Ambulance Service NHS Foundation Trust and NHS South Central and West for the National COVID-19 Clinical Assessment Service for returning doctors and clinicians. East London NHS Foundation Trust with their online learning provision for children, and Midlands Partnership NHS Foundation Trust for the big shout out. Let's hear more about them.
Good afternoon. Thank you for inviting us to the HPMA Awards and for shortlisting us. We're incredibly proud. We have set up a service that dealt with over 500,000 patients in the early stages of the COVID pandemic and subsequently. And we did that by bringing doctors into our employ, working very closely with South Central Ambulance Service. What we needed to do was create an environment where retired doctors and GPs could apply to come into this service, that they would have all of the appropriate HR checks put in place, right to work checks being undertaken remotely, all of the validation of their clinical registration, the onboarding, the training that's needed to be able to offer safe practice, and then really thinking hard about how we deploy those GPs, making sure they played their full part across a 24/7 rota, which was meeting the needs of patients.
Hello, my name is Tanya Carter and I'm the Chief People Officer for East London Foundation Trust, and I'm going to talk to you today about our online learning provision for children of our staff. Early in the pandemic, we heard from staff that the main pressures for them were home working, homeschooling and childcare, and so we wanted to come up with something tangible that would support staff. We then recruited teachers from an agency and we designed a full online curriculum for Key Stages 1 to 4, the purpose of which was to supplement the children's learning whilst creating that space and time for parents so that they didn't feel guilty that they weren't able to dedicate time to online learning. The lessons were successful and attended by over 1,400 children during the 7-week period that we ran the course. And we also ran during half terms and after school classes. It was a tremendous thing that we did, and it was greatly appreciated by staff and their children.
Hi everyone. The Big Shout Out was a digital initiative like no other here at MPFT, and a way to show how much we valued our staff by providing something for them and their families. It was a virtual event over 3 festival tents with over 40 hours of digital content based on the themes of compassion, collaboration and celebration.
Staff came together in a variety of ways to celebrate what they had achieved, to rest, to reflect on experience, and provided an opportunity for self-care. Our highlights included wellbeing sessions, a family magic show, a talent contest, and the unconventional executive brief.
Here are some incredible numbers associated with the Big Shout Out. Over 100,000 impressions on Twitter and more than 9,000 views of the Big Shout Out suite of resources. We've retained and expanded the team and their collaborative energy to work on the next mission of the Big Soothe Week, taking place in September.
The winning entry was inspiring, a really great example of innovation with the simplest of designs. The judges were impressed by the cross-organisational working, the replicability and the sustainability of this approach. And so the winner is the Big Shout Out, Midlands Partnership NHS Foundation Trust. Massive congratulations, all of you, really, really well done.